Sometimes cold hard facts and statistics are the best motivators because they can put your mind at ease when it comes to making big life decisions. Switching careers is not for the faint of heart. You might have questions like, will I be able to get a job? Will I make more money? How long will it take me to make more money? How sure is this thing? In this video, we'll answer all of those questions and more. Let me put on my English teacher hat real quick and use a parable to explain something. It's called the parable of the Three Bricklayers. A man came upon a construction site where 3 bricklayers were working. Curious, he approached the first and asked him what he was doing. The bricklayer replied, "I'm laying bricks." The man then approached the second bricklayer and asked the same question. This one responded, "I am building a cathedral." Lastly, the man approached the third and asked him the same, to which the bricklayer replied, "I am building a house of worship." The point of the parable is that each of the bricklayers were doing the same task, but their mindset and perspective differed greatly. The first bricklayer was just laying bricks, no sense of a bigger picture or bigger purpose with what he was doing. He's working a dead-end job, no purpose, no passion. This is the guy that has to go to work to pay bills. The second bricklayer has a much improved understanding of what he's doing, but he still doesn't quite fully grasp the importance of his work. He has a career, and this is honestly what most of us aspire to, and it is a great place to be. With this mindset, we have peace, we have purpose, and we get to go to work. We probably know 1 or 2 people like the third bricklayer. Their job is more than a career. It's their mission field, it's their lifestyle. Now, I can't promise cybersecurity will be that for you, but I sure hope at least it'll be the second. The point of the story is this: you get one shot, one chance at this life. Don't spend it hating what you do for a living. Try to find something that motivates you, that makes you want to wake up and you're excited to get out of bed for the day. And with that, let's get on to those cold hard facts. BLS.gov is the Bureau of Labor Statistics. It's the official United States government resource to go to find information about occupations. In this particular one, we're looking at information security analysts. This tend to be the entry-level blue team role. Now, they're a little bit outdated. They have data from 2022. We can see here in this top row, they make they make $112,000 on average, right? That's the median pay. Note, that's with less than 5 years of experience, the median pay. One of the cool things that I like about this website is job outlook, 32%. So this job is expected to grow by 32%. That's a lot of new jobs. Global cybersecurity, so this BLS.gov is just the United States. Global cybersecurity job vacancies grew by 350%, from 1 million openings in 2013 to 3.5 in 2021. The number of unfilled jobs leveled off in 2022 and remains at 3.5 million in 2023, with more than 750 of those in the United States. Industry efforts to source new talent and tackle burnout continues, but we predict that the disparity between demand and supply will remain through 2025. Basically, what that's saying is there will be more openings than there are qualified people to fulfill them. That's why I think 2024 is a prime time to start this journey. If you start now, demand's lasting at least through 2025. There's going to be a ton of openings that you can get into. ISACA's like a powerhouse in the IT world. One section here in an article, advice for new cybersecurity professionals. Cybersecurity is an attractive field for a number of reasons: high salaries, remote work, in-demand jobs, and the chance to make a positive impact on the world. So we're hearing this again and again: high salaries, remote, in demand. What we haven't really heard before is making a positive impact on the world. And I think that this is, one, true, but really cool in the sense of we actually make the world a better place. We are fighting crime. We're trying to prevent bad things from happening. And that, to me, there's a sense of fulfillment in that. When something sounds too good to be true, it usually is. Usually. But does cybersecurity fall into that, or is it actually an exception? And I have 3 reasons that I think cybersecurity is actually an exception to this rule. Let's take a look. Here we're back at a different article, Cybercrime magazine, where we can see if it were measured as a country, then cybercrime, which was predicted to inflict damages totaling $6 trillion in 2021 alone, would be the world's third largest economy after the United States and China. That's crazy. $6 trillion in cybercrime. Cybersecurity Ventures expects global cybersecurity crime costs to grow by 15% year over year over the next 5 years, reaching $10.5 trillion by 2025. That's crazy, $10.5 trillion annually. So crime is huge, and companies need to combat this crime. Like it or not, there are no digital police. The FBI comes in after crime has happened. They're not there to prevent it. That's where we come in. Companies are willing to pay us high salaries because in the end, it saves them money. It saves them money when data breaches occur. And not only is it because of crime in terms of finances, but the SEC. So the U.S. Security and Exchange Commission will likewise fine you millions of dollars post-breach if you had data stolen that was related to maybe PCI, payment card industry, think credit cards, or HIPAA. So if you get breached and lose health records, SEC is going to come in, look at your cybersecurity posture, and if you're found wanting, you're going to get fined millions of dollars. So companies have this double negative in terms of financial reasons. One, they're cybercrime. Two, the SEC will fine them. But three, supply and demand. Supply and demand. There are not enough people, qualified folks who have gone through training, have gotten certifications, courses like this, done their research, put in their time to be qualified for these positions. So because there are so many available jobs, it keeps salaries really high. It makes, for HR to be competitive, they have to do increased salaries, better PTO packages, better benefits, 401k matching. They have to put out all of the stops to attract the best talent because there's just not enough talent. So as long as there is a shortage in supply while demand is really high, then I think cybersecurity will continue to be that exception. Titles in cybersecurity are all over the place, but this Forbes article breaks it down on what they think entry-level, intermediate, and advanced cybersecurity roles are. So let's just check this out real quick. Cybersecurity specialist. So these are things that when you start to job hunt, these are titles that you can actually look for. $93,000. Cybercrime analyst. So think of someone who works for maybe a police department or FBI, something like that. Over $100K. Incident and intrusion analyst. I think that's low. Honestly, this to me is not entry level. Incident and intrusion analyst. You got to have some serious skill to do this. IT auditor. Okay, this one's really unique. It's kind of special. It's perhaps the least technical of all cybersecurity roles. They make a ton of money as entry level. They absolutely do. And there are some channels dedicated to IT auditing, governance, risk, compliance, things like that. So definitely check those out. If you're looking for a less technical role, this would be a great place to start. Mid-level security roles, cybersecurity analyst. This one's interesting. I would put analysts at entry level personally, but yeah, they make well over 100,000. Consultants. So I don't fully agree with this article. Yeah, you can be a mid-level consultant, but a lot of them are more advanced, and honestly, this is low. The sky is the limit. I mean, maybe for a mid-level this is all right, but the sky is the limit. These folks can make $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 if you're consulting for yourself, right? If you create your own company and provide consulting services, sky's the limit. Penetration testing. So this is that red team role where you're ethical hacking. You're trying to break into a company's resources or computer systems. And yeah, this is kind of minimum. The sky is the limit for them as well. They can definitely make in the 200s and 300s depending on your skill level and experience. Advanced roles. Manager, I don't know if that's advanced. I know some security managers that have no security background they have a management background and maybe they've been managers in other IT domains, you don't necessarily have to have cybersecurity experience. But yeah, this is a pretty standard salary for management. Cybersecurity engineer. I would probably put engineer in the intermediate tier. That's a good starting range. They can also absolutely go up from there. Architect. Here's what I would say analyst is beginner, engineer is intermediate, architect is absolutely advanced. These are the folks that are designing the entire security infrastructure for a company. Like, they map out everything, whereas the engineer is the one that's building it and implementing it, right? So the architect creates the blueprint, engineer builds it, and then the analyst works it, makes it function, cleans it up. Not everything is going to be rainbows and big bank accounts. I need to level set a bit here, just set some expectations. A lot of folks who want a career transition into cybersecurity want to do so by bypassing entry-level IT. I get it. Not most of us don't want to sit, answer the phone, and help people fix their printers and reset passwords. But I have to be honest here. It's unlikely that that's going to happen. If you don't have a background in tech, a degree in tech, nepotism to help you out, then it's more than likely you'll need to put in your time as a frontline worker. I spent 10 months as a help desk analyst / junior sysadmin, but I learned so much during that time. It allowed me to get my foot in the door of the tech industry and gave me time to earn a few security certifications while doing so. Now, I'll do a future video on how you can bypass entry-level IT and straight get $100,000 plus salary, but it's going to take some hard work. Speaking of hard work, even the traditional route of going help desk into cybersecurity will be tough. Before getting a job offer, I earned 3 certs, which probably cost me about a little over $1,000. Not only did it cost me money, but also time. I spent my nights and weekends studying. Spoiler alert, the next 4 videos will be about all the technical steps you need to take in order to prepare for a security role. There is a lot to know and a lot to do, but hey, you can do it. And my goal is to help you do it faster and cheaper than I did. I made a ton of mistakes, and if you stick around for the series, like and subscribe, ask questions in the comments, then you might be able to do this in half the amount of time and save a whole lot of cash too. I know all of that hard work sounds overwhelming. Believe me, I understand that uncertainty when it comes to career transitions, especially if you have a spouse and a family. It's a heavy burden, but I will help you every step of the way. The whole point of this series is to deep dive, advice drop, all my knowledge to make that path as easy and quick as possible. Let the facts and statistics help calm those fears and motivate you to hustle and achieve this dream. It was one of the best decisions, hands down, I've ever made in my life. It's literally changed everything for me. My wife gets to stay home and be a mom. I get to go to work. I enjoy what I do. We have financial freedom. It's crazy. Like, looking back, it's crazy, and I wouldn't change it for anything. And I hope you can do the same. We're going to get right to the meat of things in the next video where we discuss the technical preparation. We'll cover the actual technical steps you need to take to start this journey, and it will be jam-packed with resources to help get you there. So be sure to stay tuned, like, subscribe, ask questions in the comments. I'm here to answer those, so please ask. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.